Yeah, but that's what they mean
And,
by being against the wall.
and oh my goodness. And you believe this stuff. This is what kills me.
Are you for the wall, Larry?
No, I'm not for no wall. I am for border security.
What does that mean?
I am for border security.
What does that mean?
Means putting people in place, putting up some kind of what's a good word for it?
Wall.
An obstacle between them and us.
A
I
good
understand
word
that
is
right
wall.
there. But you're talking about.
I have Alexander Juan Antonio Cortez. He's a real player. And Stephen is a small business owner and a real estate attorney from South Central LA. Michael wrote the #1 national best-selling Reason to Vote for Democrats.
You were the one? I didn't quite write it. Writing was, yeah, but I did publish it. All right.
It's a comprehensive guide which President Trump called a great book for your reading enjoyment. And right next to Michael is Renato Strayhorn. He's a PhD and is a licensed marriage and family therapist with a practice in Los Angeles. Thank you all for coming. By the way, Joel, that's Charles right there. Oh, you better, okay. Charles thought that Joel might be his son. How many beta males we have? Nobody gonna admit it. One beta male? Are you a beta male?
Probably.
God bless you. What is a man? It's almost starting on the end. What is a man?
Wow. What is a man?
I'm first.
When they go, what is a man? You know they beta, huh? If a man gotta ask, what is a man?
Well, the real question is what does a beta have as far as the function in society?
You said that's the real question, you said?
Yeah.
That's not the real question. The real question is what is a man?
Is that evolving?
I'm sorry?
Is that evolving right now?
Is that who?
Is that evolving right now?
What?
The definition of a man.
We gotta figure out what it is first. You haven't told us yet.
Let's go around and see if I can come back to that.
So you're not even telling me?
As a marriage and family therapist, I'm always asking questions I don't
A
know.
therapist can't tell me what a man is. Give me my money back. What is a man?
So in the old days, a man meant not a woman. That was in the old days. But now in the new days, it means also possibly a woman. So it's either not a woman or a woman. That is the definition of a man.
What is a man?
Well, that was really great. I'm not confused. If you're born with balls.
Amazing.
But women can be leaders, they can be strong, they can protect, they can do all those things. And if I'm single, right? So I'm still out there dating, and I come across women who believe that because they're out there getting a good paycheck or they have these certain qualities, they're in the gym, they're strong as fuck, all that, and they think they're men. And I'm saying all those characteristics we're talking about still doesn't make you a man. You do not have balls, and you're not a man, period.
Amazing. This is the second time we heard the word balls.
So there is something to that effect where women, they are emulating the characteristics of men. Yeah, my question to you, I'm single as well. Do you want a woman who's going to compete with you on your own sense of masculinity? And that happens a lot. You have like sort of like the dude chick kind of phenomenon.
So do you want a woman with balls?
No, I thought I made that quite clear.
Michael, are you beta or alpha?
You know, Jesse, this seems like a setup to ask the guy who most closely resembles Rachel Maddow on this scale. It's not seem like a fair question.
What I'm saying is that there might be circumstances or oppression, different things that might go on within a community that might not allow for men to have a place in that particular setting at that particular time.
Amazing. It's like totally amazing, huh? Is it just amazing to me? If it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women? I'm going to the family therapist on this one. If it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women?
Biologically, there's a strong drive for the sex component to be involved in relationships.
So if it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women?
Sex has a very strong component for men.
So if it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women?
Because sex is there, so it's not something that you can take away. I don't know, I mean, if you went back in time and sex wasn't a part of the component, I don't know what that would look like. All I know is biologically, sex is a driving force for men. So I think for the most part, sex is a huge component in relationships for men.
So let me just try one more time. I'm black and slow. If it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women?
Evolution might.
Where did you find this one?
I think evolution might allow for a long-term plan for that to change.
So if I came into your office and gave you $500 for an hour, and I would say, doctor, if it wasn't for sex, would I have anything to do with women? What would you tell me?
I wouldn't tell you anything. I'd ask.
I'll take my money back. So you don't want to answer that question?
Well, not that I don't want to answer it. I think I'm just trying to get more questions from the question.
No.
If you're talking about relationships are not easy. They're not black and white.
Do you understand the question? If it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women? No. He finally said no. Yeah. Michael, what do you say?
Well, I want to avoid that Jesse treatment, so I'm going to say no.
You know, if I go to get a prostate check, I think I would choose the woman to do that other than a man.
So we went from the ball to the prostate.
Yes, this is all about genitalia. That's the whole thing. That's the difference.
I hate to find out where this is going to end, huh?
I get very nervous when we start looking at women as sexual objects.
When we start, when do we stop?
He started it.
I think it's important when we start discussing people and understanding.
It's too late for that, huh? Was your father afraid of your mother?
No, not really. I don't think so.
That sounds like a yes. No, not really. I don't think so. That means yes, he was. What is love? What is love?
Jesse doesn't hurt me.
An unconditional emotion that's shared and.
Who is this guy? Where do you get him from? Racism does not exist. It's a made-up lie.
I think racism is alive, and I think it will.
Alive?
Yeah, alive and present. It will always be here.
Do you have proof of it?
As an individual, I've seen it, but I think that's
Where
more
did
like.
you see it?
That's more. I could think of an example of riding my bicycle and being pulled over by the police and, you know, having to go through that experience because I
That was,
ran a
that's
red
your
light.
proof of racism?
Well, I think that's my, as the kids say, that's my truth, that's my reality.
So you think riding a bike, getting stopped by the cop is proof of racism?
For running a red light, yeah.
So you ran a red light on the bike, the cop stopped you, and that's racism?
Yeah. From my lens, I would say yes.
You're not doing us any favors.
Did you have a,
I said, you're not doing us any favors.
did you have a drink before you came?